this video, I want to show how I use AI as part of my real development workflow. I'm currently building a book community app and I use GitHub Copilot inside VS Code to help me during development. Instead of showing perfect AI-generated solutions, I wanted to show something more realistic. How AI helps speed things up, where it struggles, and why human decision-making is an essential part of building real products. The feature I'm working on here is the offline functionality. In my app, users can perform important actions like joining communities, writing reviews, editing profiles, and managing content as admins. And I want these actions to behave gracefully even when the internet connection is weak or completely unavailable, instead of breaking or confusing the users. I start by giving Copilot a broad prompt to help add offline functionality across multiple screens. As you can see, Copilot responds almost instantly and generates a large amount of code. This is one of the biggest advantages of AI. It can quickly draft a solution and handle repetitive setup without writing everything from scratch. But there's an important issue here. The solution Copilot generates is very generic. It treats all the users' actions and screens the same way. In a real application, this approach usually doesn't work, especially when different roles and permissions are involved. Offline behavior depends heavily on context. For example, a regular member performing an action offline is very different from an admin deleting or editing something offline. Some actions can be safely queued and retried, while others should be delayed, restricted, or carefully handled to avoid data issues. So instead of accepting the first output, I reprompt Copilot. This time I'm much more specific. I explain what should happen from an admin's perspective, what should happen from a member's perspective, what actions should be allowed, queued, or blocked while the app is offline. With clearer instructions, the AI suggestions immediately become more useful. But even with better prompts, I don't treat the AI output as final. At this stage, I carefully review the generated logic. I look for edge cases, incorrect assumptions, and anything that could result in confusing or unsafe behavior for the users. This part requires understanding both the app and the user experience. Sometimes I manually edit the code Copilot suggested. I adjust conditions, improve feedback messages, and make sure users don't see misleading errors, like false no internet warnings. AI can suggest patterns, but it doesn't understand how users actually experience the product. Finally, I make the last adjustments and clean things up. This includes refining retry logic, improving readability, and making the code easier to maintain. This is how I use AI in real development, not as a replacement but as a fast assistant that needs guidance, context, and review. AI removes friction, but the responsibility for correctness and user experience is still mine. Thank you for watching.